Hi everyone, welcome to this new class on the basics of dropshipping on eBay Explained. Now in this class, I'll share with you what are the basics that you need to know about dropshipping. So let me introduce to you quickly why eBay dropshipping is for you and why you should do dropshipping. First of all, there's no inventory and no storage fee. You do not need to carry inventory inside your store. What you need to do is to source for product that's of lower price and sell it for a higher margin on eBay. And the best of all is that eBay have the ready buyer where you do not need to go out to promote it. You can easily leverage on the eBay marketplace with the ready buyer. There are so many products that you can sell on eBay that there's no lack of products to sell. Plus, there are so many ready buyer. And best of all is that eBay actually have a set of criteria to look into when ranking your products, whether to sell it or not. And it's not the cheapest products that will get ranked to the top. Well, anyone can do it. If you implement what is being taught to you in this class, I'm sure you can get some result. And if you're someone who like to travel and work at the same time, it is a lifestyle that you can create around eBay dropshipping, where you can work anywhere, anytime. So in this class, you will learn how dropshipping on eBay work exactly, and how to use eBay to understand what people are paying. I'll go in depth to show you how to find out from your competitors exactly what they are selling. And also to get your eBay store set up for dropshipping. So if you are doing eBay dropshipping, definitely you will need an eBay store, which I'll touch on with you in this class. If you're interested in this topic, do click on the arrow button and I'll see you inside the class. Welcome to the class. Now first of all, I would like you to understand a bit on the dropshipping on eBay. What is it not about? Because a lot of people that just begin on dropshipping, they actually have a lot of wrong concept, or they actually asking the wrong question because they do not know exactly dropshipping, how does it work, and whether should they buy inventory or should they actually store the inventory somewhere. Well, it is not about selling your passion or going into a small niche. Dropshipping itself, basically you are looking into a wide products range. It doesn't mean that you need to love them, but you need to sell them. So this is a point number one you need to take note. And you can just forget about passion for a while, unless it's something that you actually find out from your buyer what they like. It is also not about listing use or product that you own. No, we're not talking about the usual auction style type of product that you are going to sell. You're going to leverage and source for suppliers or source for sources online where they have ready stock for you to sell on eBay for a profit margin. And it's also not about listing small amount of products where you list 25 to 50 products and hope that they sell. This is exactly not what we are going to do. We are going to do eBay listing in terms of hundreds and thousands. This is where the dropshipping, you can see the actual effect and the number of sales that are going to come in, the rate and the speed. It will actually amaze you. And it is a business. Yes, it's a full-time business where you can replace your full-time income. If you were to give dropshipping a try, and you will understand that 3 to 6 months down the road, you will see the income that you have made from the dropshipping business is actually going to replace your full-time income. Let's just talk about the part-time way of doing it. Probably you would be just listing products like 10 to 20 per day. And eventually, when this eBay business pick up for you, you can consider turning it into full-time business. So first of all, what you need to do is you need to set up your eBay store. But before you set up your eBay store, I would like to let you know that you need to have at least 10 feedback score in order to set up an eBay store. So do check out my previous course on how to get eBay feedbacks. And once you have 10 feedbacks, do come back to this video again. You need to know how to set up the delivery and handling durations, where I will show it to you. Typically, you want your handling time to be 1 day and delivery between 3 to 4 days. Also to have a return policy of 30 days return policy in place. This is what the eBay marketplace recommended. If you were to check out the eBay marketplace, the by default eBay return policy is also 30 days. So some seller, they do not know what they are doing. They just set up 14 days return policy, which is also invalid. And there's a shipping policy that you also need to set it up if you are aiming for a top rated seller. Typically for myself, I will be setting it below 4 days so as to meet the minimum criteria to get this special badge. And list item using this good till cancel, or the GTC. Why I say so is because you actually can retain your sales record if you have this good till cancel. Basically, your auction or your item that sold will be captured. Say for example, you sold 20 products in a month and it uses 30 days auction. So after 30 days, your auction will end. Even if you release it, you will not see the actual sales record that's being sold. So what you want to do, you want to retain the sales record so as to attract more buyers because you have a good selling record on that. And for this, you need to use GTC, which is good till cancel. So setting up a eBay store account is pretty simple. So let's go to the online store, or my online store, take a look. How do I set that up? Okay, I'm at the eBay main page now. So let's take a look at how my store is set up. First, go to the account setting, and under the account setting, you need to make sure that you set your business policies correctly. Okay, let's take a look at the return policy. You should have a 30 days return policy over here to be set up. To set it up, you just need to do is to create policy. Okay, so you can see that there is 3 types that you need to create: the payment policy, return policy, and shipment policy. Let's take a look at the return policy. So first of all, you need to give your policy a name. You can call it 30 days return policy and give a description. So this part will not be shown to your buyer. And then set it as a default policy. And for here, return policy, accept returns, accept, and set this to 30 days. Yeah, this is the minimum that you should set, 30 days and not 14 days. Of course, the refund you want to do is to give back the money to the buyer. And also, if there's any shipment, it should be paid by the buyer and not yourself. So you also can consider whether you do want to charge a restocking fee, whether is it 5% or 10%, or you just simply select no. And after you're done, just click on save. Next we should create another policy called the payment policy. So this is the part where you collect the money, and what you need to do is very important. Give the policy a name again, and then set it as the default policy payment. And under this electronic payment methods, make sure you select PayPal, enter your PayPal email address, and check on this particular checkbox: require immediate payment when buyer use buy it now. Now this is very important. If you want to do drop shipping, you need to check on this one. And then for the rest of the method, just leave blank and just click on the save button. Okay, the last or the third policy we should create is the shipping policy, which is also very important. Again, give your policy a name and then select the shipping type. So for drop shipping, I want to highlight to you, you always will be giving free shipping, where you need to factor in the shipping cost if there's any. If you're using Amazon, I believe that if you have a Prime account, you do not need to factor in the shipping costs. So normally, I will just select flat costs and tick on this free shipping services. What you can do is make sure that if you're starting out, I will advise you to set it to 1 to 10 days. Yeah, after you have gained at least 150 sales, you can change it to UPS first class package, 2 to 3 days. So this is to give yourself more time to play around the system before you go ahead to offer this 2 to 3 business days, because your buyer need to know whether you can be trusted. Initially, you might make some mistake, or you might delay your package in one way or another. So just keep it safe to set it around 1 to 10 days. Not to worry about the shipment type, the postage shipment companies to use. That doesn't really matters a lot. Yeah, so just select economy shipping, and handling time you can set to 3 days if you're starting out. But for more seasoned experienced seller, just set it to 1 business day will do. Yeah, I believe that you understand why we need to set 1 business day. This is also to increase your sales. And after you're done, you just need to make sure that there's one more thing that you need to do is to exclude the shipping location. So there is this edit exclusion list. Check on this one. Select the region or country you do not ship to. So for the purpose of drop shipping, we only want to ship to within USA. We do not want to ship to like Alaska, US, protectorates, or any PO box. or international. So all these we do not want to ship to. So I have excluded all this. You can copy this, exclude them. We do not want to ship to all this country to keep everything very simple. So after you're done, just click on the save button. So this is typically how you should set up your eBay store. See you in the next section. Okay, in this section, we should take a look at some of the tools that you need to scale your business. And personally, I'm using all these tools in order to scale my business and also to look at new opportunity that I could go into. If you do not have software, it's very difficult for you to scale up your business and at the same time to outsource them. So some of the software that I use that you can consider is the Hydra Lister, the Skill Grid, and the Title Builder. Title Builder itself is basically free, and you can actually get to build your own eBay listing title. So let's take a look at these individual tools now. First of all, I've logged into my Hydra Lister account. So this is the place where you can use this tool to quickly list your product onto eBay. And this Hydra Lister basically sync with another tool called the Skill Grid, where you can actually monitor the pricing. And to monitor pricing is extremely important if you do not want to lose out on your profit margin. So let me quickly show you how I do it. Once you log into Hydra Lister, you need to supply a URL or ASIN. So ASIN refers to the Amazon ASIN if you understand about Amazon or you have sold on Amazon before. So let's pick a product. For example, let me pick this particular product, this microphone, and I decided to sell this product. So what I can do is I'll just take the ASIN over here, starting with the B, yeah, the one that I just highlighted over here. So I'll do a copy, and I go to Hydra Lister. I just do a paste. Make sure the country you select is USA, and then click on add new item. Okay, so on this page, all the profile will be loaded once you have set it up and sync to your eBay account. And with the duration, make sure that it's always GTC. Yeah, good till cancel. And then the categories, just do a quick check. Sometimes it can be wrong because the system might not be so intelligent to pick up the correct so-called categories. So you have to decide for yourself. Of course, they will give you the closest. So you can stick to this musical instrument, pro audio equipment, microphone or wireless system, or you can simply select this one, computer table network, which is subcategory is microphones. So I'll just leave it as is. All these fields are auto-populated. Don't need to worry about the shipping services. And then for this part on the description, you need to scroll down and click on switch to editor. Make sure that you check the listing template is correct, showing the correct product. Sometimes it can be showing something else. And also you need to check the description. Is there anything that mentioned about this Amazon, which we do not want? So once you are done checking this, you can move down to the title. And this is a title which is about 95 characters, exceeded the 80 characters limit by eBay. So normally what I would do, I will just open up a notepad. I'll just paste the title over here. And I will try to shorten it to a title that I think will be more appropriate. So I'm just trying to shorten it to 80 characters. I will not want to be using this. I'll just use a microphone, studio recording, condenser, blah blah blah. So after that, I'll just do a copy and paste back the title. Okay, so I'm using 78 characters, and this is the pricing. So for the pricing, I already set it to a certain margin, so it's auto calculated. So the rest, I'll just skip, and you can select one picture as the main pictures over here. So I'll just select this one, and after that, I'll scroll it down, and once I'm done with all this thing, I'll just click on list item. So just wait for it to load for a while. Okay, so once I get this item was listed with the listing number, plus it will be exported to the SQL grid, which I'll show you in a while. So for now, actually I blank out this item number because I do not want anyone to copy all my listing. So let's go into this login page of Skill Grid. So basically, Skill Grid, what it does is helping to monitor the pricing that I have already set using Hydra Lister. So if the product were to go out of stock, Skill Grid will also be updated on my listing on eBay. So how it does is basically it will monitor at a regular interval depending on what is the interval that you set. So let's go to the setting and have a look. Basically what I do is I'll monitor every 8 hours for any price changes, or whether is it the price increase, decrease, or out of stock. Okay, so typically this is how it works. Of course, SkillGrid, you can actually check out a subscription service where you can subscribe based on your number of listing that you want it to monitor. So I would say that if you have less than 500 listing, I think you do not need. But if you have more than a 500 listing, you might want to consider using SkillGrid, because it's manually difficult to start with that. If you are really into doing this business seriously, then from the start you should get both Hydra Lister and SkillGrid. This is to help you to automate rather than to import them one by one in the later part of your business. And next, let me just show you the title builder. Okay, this is the title builder. It's a free tool. You can always enter a few words. You can always enter a few keywords into this box and see what is the title that best fits your item or your products. So let's take this product from Amazon just now. Let's see what title we can get. So just paste the title inside here and see what we get. So this is the suggested title. You can see over here, and they also rank for you when they search the listing on eBay, how popular they are. This bar here show it to you that whether this word is popular or not. Yeah, so of course your title must definitely contain this word called microphone, then studio, condenser, pro audio, recording. So this is how you do it. You can actually shorten it based on the characters that you're given, which is 80 characters on eBay. So I'll see you in the next section. Okay, in this section we're going to take a look at what people are paying exactly on eBay, and we need to learn to use the eBay advanced search tool. You actually look into a seller ID, and then from the seller ID we can actually do a competitive research, not on product but on the seller, and you can look at what is the last sold item by the seller in the previous day, and what is the price range they're selling it. So let's go on to the eBay search advanced search tool. Okay, first when you log into eBay, I want you to click on the right hand side called advanced. So on this tool itself, basically what you can do, you can search for item, and you can also search for the seller or the item number. So for now, let's do a search on by seller. Click on the by seller on the left hand side, and then enter a seller user ID. So let me just grab a user seller ID for you. So let's say we want to grab this user ID and see what he sold yesterday. So I'll just grab the store name, copy, and then I'll come to this advanced search, and I'll just paste in the user ID, and I want to know his completed listing for the past day, and then let's click on the search. That's all. Okay, so from here you can see that for the past day, this person basically sold, which is on the 23rd of February, this 3 item. Yeah, so you can repeat this for any other seller and to look into what they sell, whether be it the last 7 days or the last 15 days. So you can go back to advanced. Let's change it to the completed listing for the last 15 days and do search. So this is how you perform competitive research on the seller and to look into what he sells. Oh, it seems like he only sold this 3. Let's go on to see if it is the truth. So what you can do now, you can just click on the uncheck the completed listing and just click on the sold listing. So it seems like the sold listing itself giving us more results. Sometimes you can test it out. Of course, eBay, their tools might not be updating so quickly. So what you can do, you can just quickly scroll through and take a look about what products this person actually sell and what people are willing to pay, okay, for the price of the products. And you can search your source, what is the margin that you can make out of it. Yeah, so this is how you can use the eBay advanced search. It's a very useful tool and it's free. So most people, they would like to pay for tools like Terapic or this, which I would think that you do not need to do so. What you can do is you just research directly on the product that sells, and you can repeat this for any competitive seller that is quite similar to your profile, or even selling in the range of like 100 or 50 products per day. So you can research on them. Okay, class project. Now discuss about the challenges that you faces when setting up your first eBay store. I'm sure that all new sellers will have problems and challenges that you face. So you can discuss it over the project area. I'll try to answer them. And post your question if you like to get a PDF on tips for dropshipping, which I already compile and would like to give it to you. And class summary, what you have learned in this class. Basically, you learn how you can use eBay to start a dropshipping business. Now, anyone can do it. So depending on whether you dare to do it or not. How to research on what people are interested to buy on eBay. For this part, basically, you have seen that we're actually using the advanced search and to search on the competitors. What kind of product actually sell for them. And also, you learn how to set up your store and prepare for dropshipping business, for your dropshipping business on eBay. Okay, I come to the end of this class. Thank you for joining me, and do check out my other classes on the topic of dropshipping.